Hey, it's Quincy on board. Another video. Today we're doing Human Clay by Creed. I've always been kind of interested in listening to Creed. I have a few friends that do. Um, I just never checked their stuff out really. So yeah, it's been recommended a decent amount of times by a few people in the comments and community. So definitely want to check it out. 11 tracks, about an hour runtime, about an hour-ish. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. First track is "Are You Ready?"
Hey, Mr. Seeker, hold
So yeah, just like initially, overall mood for me there, really hopeful, like inspiring, kind of like I don't know, it gives like an I like almost a road trip or like journey vibe, you know, like uh like unknown future, but really like courageous in the face of change. Um, Overall, I really liked the lead guitar on this one. For me, the groove was kind of locked in. Very deliberate, thick tone. Um, I like how like that kind of like mid range-ish sound kind of cut through there. Was cool. And the vocals to me were kind of the star of the whole thing. Is elongated delivery, pushing. I was noticing like the way he was like pushing certain, pretty much like every vowel and enunciating a specific way. It was pretty like unique the way like it was layered and the way he had like kind of tight harmonies with his voice. Kind of call and response thing that I could imagine live would work really well. I really like that. Yeah, it was a good song. I liked it. I liked it. Good intro. Pretty like happy overall. Track to What If. I'm honestly interested how this whole thing's gonna be. Ooh, here's some distorted like melodies.
I can't find a rhyme in all my reason. Lost sense of time and all seasons. Feel I've been beaten down by the words of men who have no grounds. Can't sleep beneath the trees of wisdom when your axe is cut the root
Okay, so first off, very clean opening for me before like the distortion started kicking in with the guitars and they started using like kind of like open chords here, and then that like ringing, a lot of like raw noise, raw sound. Um, I don't know, it kind of like bended some of the notes being played. I really like that. Um, the bass was pretty active. Um, rather than like locking into like the kick overall in the sound. And then that like quieter bridge section was nice too. Um I think with the drums, I think the chorus hits were some of the better parts for me with the drumming. And then overall the voice, I think he sounded a little more agitated here with the phrasing. Um like somewhat like rambling at times. And then he would like have these like longer held parts with the vocals that I liked with the delivery. And I don't know, it was really interesting, like the way the question of the song was posed and the overall feeling it conveyed. Um and like how it tackled like moral consequences. Very interesting. Um Definitely I feel it sounds like a standout. I don't know if this is the single, but this definitely sounds like a standout track early in. I know some singles tend to be pretty early in a lot of albums. Yeah, overall, I think this will probably be one of the ones I really enjoy. I like how it's structured, like very clear intro.
She
Track
wears
three,
a coat
beautiful.
of color, loved by some, feared by others. She's immortalized in young men's eyes. She breathes in the eyes of brothers. Violent songs make bitter mothers. Close your eyes. Here's your surprise. The beautiful is empty. Beautiful is free. Beautiful loves no one. Beautiful, strapped to me. Strapped to me. Strapped to me. She's strapped to me. In your mind, she's your companion.
Pretty clean.
Vile instincts often candid. Your regret is all that's left. But beautiful is empty. Beautiful is free.
Uh, the guitar, especially on the chorus, like those almost arpeggiated chords in the two verses, and then in the chorus, it shifted to like this like fuller sound, kind of dialed back with some of like the distorted like kicks I felt in the guitar in the other two tracks. um I don't know how to explain it. The single note lines had like this like extra feeling to them that, man, it sounded so unique. I really liked how the guitar sounded in the chorus of the song. That was really cool. I like how man, who's the singer? Is Stapp the singer? His voice is really controlled here, and a little restrained. Um the delivery kind of was like a little conversational. And it was really interesting how he would alliterate beautiful and also like the meaning of it in context of the song. Really interesting like way talking about, you know, physical attraction and like the emptiness of it, and kind of like how people have like an idea of beauty as opposed to it being one set idea or one set like way of identifying someone. It's very interesting how like loss and context can kind of shape something. Very interesting. Yeah, that was a really cool track. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention too much to the drums on this one. Like I feel like the guitar really led a lot of the sound for me here. Spec- yeah, really like that one. That's probably my favorite track so far. That could change pretty quick. I feel like I'm really enjoying this so far. Track.
Has finally settled on the field of human clay. Just enough light has shone through to tell night from the day. We're incomplete and hollow, for our maker's gone away.
Darker. Yeah.
Will surely melt in the rain. Say yeah. Say with no spirit in your soul, like children with no vision, do exactly what they're told. Be led into the desert, for your strength will surely fade. Say
So come. At first, I felt like the song was like gonna be like overall a lot darker, just because like the sound initially. But to me, also, the song had like some like lighter connotations with like the sound. There were times where I felt like the sound was like a little more uplifting as well. Um, and I think a lot of that played into the guitar. So far I'm really liking a lot of the riffs I've heard and a lot of like the, like some dive bombing and like some patterns. Like I would guess like just overall atmosphere that I feel like the guitars conveyed so far, and some of the melodies have been just like very interesting, um, and have been really expressive so far. So I think like those patterns and just the way the guitar's been played so far have really helped contextualize some of these songs for me, and then in tandem with the vocals. Like again here, I think the guitar dominated a lot of the instrumentation for me sonically overall. And I think the lyrics here exploring uh when like happiness, when uh almost, I don't know, it kind of gave a picturesque like idea of like divine guidance like disappearing, I guess, and like almost like incomplete humanity a little bit, kind of like hollowness. Maybe that's where like the title of like the album comes from. I'm not sure. Um but it was a very heavy mood, uh and I think like exerting like one's own idea of their existence or like their um identity kind of, I think that plays into this track. I could be missing it. I'm not sure. I'll definitely have to listen to this one again. But yeah, I really like this one. It was good. Um, so far, like I think this one's like more standard with a lot of the rock elements overall. But I think it did its job pretty well. It conveyed its message. But yeah, so far, guitar definitely stealing the show for me. Track 5, Wrong Way. It's saying it's like the album version, so I guess it's probably a
What makes you turn? What makes you feel? What makes you stop and smell the roses in hope I helped you live. I hope I helped you live. I hope I helped you live.
Yeah, I like the repetition a little bit in this one. Um, I think the guitar used like a lot of space between notes here. Uh, the bass play was simple. Nothing like super crazy to me. But once again, like foundational stuff was good. Um, and I think the drumming was pretty standard. Uh, no fills to me that stood out at all. Kind of just like steady pulsing thing. You know, that's like normal. Uh, generally for drums, but it can be different. The group. Um, I think to me here the vocals and lyrics were probably like the main initial like focus overall. I think it started with that interesting like string of questions like what makes you feel, what makes you touch, like kind of rapid ish delivery, um kind of like spoken listing that he couldn't really figure, like whoever the song was from the perspective of like couldn't figure out. And it explored this like this concept of like finding your true purpose, uh flawed guidance once again, um and yeah, being led like the in like quote like wrong way, uh almost like maybe mistaken path, or just being lost in general, trying to figure like things out before it's too late, uh and the fear of wasting your time, which I think is very real to a lot of people. So I think this song is more about like you realizing that you either followed the wrong advice or like wrong path after a certain amount of time. And I think it's almost like relief that you figured that out, as opposed to existential crisis of like, oh my god, like I'm running out of time. So yeah, that's what I got from it. Yeah, good message. It's not definitely not my favorite song on here so far that I feel like I'd go back to. um but I think within the context of the album, it does sound a little necessary. I think it kind of helps expand on like some of the ideas and questions that have been like proposed so far in the album. So I wouldn't say it's like pointless to have it here. Track 6, Faceless Man. It went right into this. Interesting. Okay.
I spent a day by the river. It was quiet and the wind stood still. I spent some time with nature to remind me of all that's real. It's funny how silence speaks sometimes when you're alone, and remember that you feel. I said it's funny how silence speaks sometimes when you're alone, and remember that you feel. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Now I saw a face on the water. It looked humble but willing to fight. I saw the will of a warrior. His yoke is easy and his burden is light. He looked me right in the eyes, direct and concise, to remind me to always do what's right. He looked me right in the eyes, direct and concise, to remind me to always do what's right. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Again I stand, Lord God, I stand against the faceless man. 'Cause if the face inside can't see the light, I know I have to walk alone. And if I walk alone to the other side, I know I might not make it home. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Next time I see this face, I'll see I choose to live for always. So won't you come and say, and never go away. Next time I see this face, I'll say I choose to live for always. So won't you come inside and never go away. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man. Again I stand, Lord, I stand against the faceless man.
And nice. Um, this is definitely one of my favorites so far, for sure. Um, the guitar was really clean, especially in the opening, like that sparse open sound. Like this, I felt like notes were like decaying, like they really like sustained for a while. Bass I think was more sustained with like some rhythmic patterns in there as well. Here, very foundational as well, like pretty much all the songs. drums I think had like a lighter touch to him here. Um, and the delivery, I think this song was like way more storytelling than some of the others. Almost like narration in a sense, and like like a lot of heavy contemplation. I felt that throughout the album so far. I think the Faceless Man might be even like his former self, maybe. Uh, I'm not sure if that was completely clear, and but he like resolved to like stand against him. So I think he's talking about his or whoever, the songs from the perspective of. But yeah, like I think a lot of the song was like self recognition and resolving like this like decision making stillness. That's like sort of the vibe I got from it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That's probably one of the better songs overall so far. And I like how once again like how this one was structured too. Um in like a more, traditionalist sense. Yeah, that was nice. I think we're like halfway about. Track 7, I think is next. Never Die.
Hands on the window pane, watching some children laugh and play. They're running in circles with candy canes and French parades, inspired to question what makes us grown-ups anyway. Let's search for the moment when youth betrayed itself to age. So let the children play inside your heart always, and death you will defy, 'cause your youth will never die, never die. In searching for substance, we're clouded by struggle's haze. Remember the meaning of playing out in the rain. We swim in the fountain of youth's timeless maze. If you drink the water, your youth will never fade. So let the children play inside your heart always, and death you will defy, 'cause your youth will never die, never die, never die, never die. I won't let go of that youthful soul, despite body and mind. My youth will never die. I won't let go of that youthful soul, despite body and mind. My youth will never die. 'cause your youth will never die. Never die.
I really like the guitar actually on the what's it called? On the verses. Um I don't know. I got like kind of this like less of a gain feel, more of I think power chords is on the chorus and like that open ringing sound. I don't know. I think it worked really well with his voice. Um he sounded like I don't know. It didn't sound like really pleading with the chorus. It sounded more like almost like a promise or like willful optimism in a sense. Just talking about the I think the song championed more internal qualities that don't really age, like your spirit or I don't know, like just hopefulness overall. That's kind of what like the vibe I got overall from the track. Um cool patterns with the drums. I think a little softer here. So yeah, probably some of the lightest, I think so. And the bass had like this moving between instead of like locking on to like sounds that work with the lead guitar notes, it kind of moved in between the notes. Um yeah, I think overall really light sound from both the percussion and a lot of the main elements. Um but I think yeah, the lead guitar I think had some like the most focus here again that I really liked on the verses and even the chorus. It sounded pretty good, but I really like how the guitar sounded on the verse. Yeah, that was one of the I think one of the better songs so far. A little simpler overall in how it was executed. Yeah, that was nice. Track 8 with Arms Wide Open.
Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is gonna change. I close my eyes, begin to pray, then tears of joy stream down my face with arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. With arms wide open. Well, I
that was really interesting. It sounded like he was talking about his kid or expected kid, and I think it was is that what like the heartbeats were like symbolizing as well at the beginning, and I guess the end. I was about to hear that again. Again, um, that was interesting. And there were like strings, I think, as well. Uh, this song sounded like almost the climax of the album to me. There's just like a lot of interesting elements I think added to it instrumentally, and just what he was talking about. Uh, like I heard the news today, all that stuff. Like it really built up into like a moment that I feel like stands out so far in like the whole narrative of the album. Um, and very, I don't know, like muted tones with some of the instruments. Kind of just focusing more around like the lyrics and the vocals. Um, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, definitely one of the better ones for me. Um, damn near favorite. Like it's close. That was it was interesting how like the album's kind of built to this. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like other like stacks of like instruments here. Uh, like anything else. I don't know. I think the narrative element of this song, uh, was really like the large focus of it for me. That's kind of what I'm like might onto. Trying to think about like the anything super different. I don't know. The snare felt almost muffled. This song. Not even the cymbals. They have like a crashing sound, that may be present in some other tracks. Uh, yeah. Um, that song felt very important to the album. Um, man, what else? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I guess maybe sustained chords with the guitar that like kind of rang out a little bit. Um, I think during the chorus, uh, that was kind of like a more brief melodic moment. I think it was more about tone here than crazy technical aspects or speed. Yeah, overall very interesting. I was not expecting that um at all from like a lot of the ideas of the album. I feel like it makes the context of some things different. Like he's telling, wow, yeah, that's interesting. With the whole narrative and the whole story so far. I think that might change the not even the context, but like who he's even speaking to, giving advice to, as opposed to just self talk. Another like 5 minute track. There've been a lot of like 5 minute tracks. And already like very melodic guitar. Man.
At sunrise, I fight to stay asleep. sacrifice all those nights if I could make the earth and my dreams the same. The only difference is to let love replace all I hate. So let's go there, let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place where golden streams? So let's go there, yeah, let's go there. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Hold high, I feel like I'm alive for the very first time. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streams? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets?
I think I spoke too soon about the climax of the album. That's crazy. Wow. That sounded like a hit, like an actual hit single to me. Oh my god, the guitar melodies were dope. On the chorus, that like little like phrasing the guitar kept doing. Oh my god, that was so cool. It like the sound like soared to me. And I don't know, like the song sounded really vivid and like lucid vocals in like really high register, like really open vocals as well. Like the dynamics were very like large to me. The soft like the verses were like kind of soft with like the vocal delivery and pulled me in, and then like really loud choruses that were really uplifting as well. The whole song sounded very uplifting, very cheerful, very hopeful, transcendent in a sense, you know, really grand. um the bass even had like rising lines as well, and I think the drums with like the spacing in between, accenting at times, and like the not like constant washing over really helped as well, like supporting and being like the foundation. um I think, yeah, I think the song really tries to like hold you up in a way, and it definitely feels like the exhale of the album with like all the questions and like a lot of very existential topics, and really, you know, like very serious things that might make you like feel down or really question things. I think this song is way more like hopeful and like joyous and a lot and like triumphant than a lot of others. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one actually. Surprisingly, like, yeah. wash away those years. Back. What are we on track? This is not track 10.
She came calling one early morning. She showed her crown of thorns. She whispered softly to tell a story about how she had been wronged. As she lay lifeless, he stole her innocence, and this is how she carried on. This is how she carried on. Well, I guess she closed her eyes and just imagined everything
like how even the songs that have really tragic almost outcomes or like ideas and like scenarios, they still have like some semblance of hope in like certain aspects, certain ways, and even like I don't know, like vocally, the way he like it conveys like raw emotions is very interesting too. It's from like a non-judgmental place almost. Sometimes like almost like emotionally exhausted as opposed to like aggressive or angry. And like these repeated like epithets or like repeated like phrasing um is like a very interesting way to like deal with like those different things as well. A lot of trauma throughout the album that I think is dealt with in interesting ways like that. I think the pattern for like the guitar for the most part was like kind of descending almost. Um and it I think it added to like that dynamic I was trying to describe with the song as well. Um the overall perspective and everything. And then percussion felt pretty minimal here. Uh kind of just like sustained in a sense to me with the bass and the drum. I think a lot of that was just like more sustained with the not trying to really add like momentum to the track because it was in its approach overall. Um, but yeah, I liked what it provided. Definitely not like one of my favorites on here by any means, but yeah, I think it did its job in service to like the album's overall message and where it's going from, you know, like the very high point it was at. So kind of yeah, kind of interesting. Um, track track 11, I think right about inside us all.
When I'm all alone
welcome. So that was the last track for me. I think the album was kind of trying to just like land gently at the end. So again, like idea of like finding peace within yourself kind of helps like resolve a lot of the conflicting ideas and just like overall like trauma and issues throughout the album. So I guess like regardless of your situation, you know, finding like that inner peace is important. Um, so I think in terms of how the whole album was, I think that like calmness, uh, inner like reflection, and like I don't know if I'd even call it preach, but yeah, overall I think that was important. To have like kind of a almost meditative like idea of like a hopeful track towards the end. Um, and I think his voice being very controlled here was important for that as well, and made that I don't know, it kind of sounded more grounded in like thought and like I wouldn't even say really facts, but idealism like for him and like the overall message as opposed to just being like an empty hopeful message at the end of the album. I think that's important. Overall, really enjoyed this one. Um, Pretty cool ideas. I don't know how much more like the sentiment of the whole album could have been fleshed out. I think they did a pretty good job. Um, I don't think it was like a crazy like large balance of like sadness, hopelessness, and trauma compared to like the more uplifting parts. I think a good chunk of the album was pretty uplifting overall to me. And I think I can see where like the title, the cover, and everything like works in tandem with like the overall message and like story they were trying to tell with the album and like the lyrics overall. Um I would have liked to have seen a song that was like more based around like playing around like the drums per se. I think most of the album was really like vocal heavy in terms of like the overall like focus, both like technically and like instrumentally, you know, all that stuff, like just all the musical like ideals and everything and just like the ideas generally. Most of it I felt like was focused around his like the singer and then the guitar, but mainly the singer. I feel like, which is never a bad thing. I you can't really fault that. That's just kind of how like stuff typically is music. So that's fine. Um, Definitely not like my favorite rock album I've listened to, but yeah, I think there was a lot of like standard stuff. I think there was cool enough concepts that kept me engaged the whole time that I liked, and I don't think the what they were trying to do really fell apart at any time. I think it was executed well enough that I think it did its job, and I understood everything pretty clearly. Um, there's definitely more I feel like I need to dig into, learn more about the group overall. I assume people will have like stories about like some of the songs or like how the album came to be, stuff like that. So I'll definitely check that stuff out. But I'll probably maybe this week we'll see. I'll probably end up watching some stuff about them, get a better idea of like the focus of the album and what was going on with them around this time, leading up to the album, stuff like that. But yeah, that should be it for me for this video. I liked it overall. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.